Welcome back to V-Rule. We have some stuff to talk about here on our Market Monday, watching the market climb in the Pokemon TCG, sealed product and single cards. Want to go over that, talk about it, see where we're at on some of those things. And this is just a small sample. I do this every Monday. It's different cards, things that are kind of catching my eye, things I'm watching myself. Recent sets, mostly a lot of modern. Sometimes I look at some vintage or a little bit further back because some of those are indicators of what the hotter sets might be doing in the near future for the more modern sets available. It's all started part of the strategy of research and development and figuring out what is going on in the industry. Like it or hate it, you know, I hope it helps. That's all I'm going for. I'm hoping I'm giving you some information that's useful and helpful. And with that in mind, please do me a favor. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel. Sorry, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. It goes so far, you have no idea. And I answer back to every single comment. Sometimes it takes me a minute or two, but I try to get back to you as soon as possible on every single comment. So, you drop a comment, I'll drop a response. It's the least, it's literally the least I can do, other than uploading videos for you, and, you know, they're free and all that. So, you know, do me the free thing and subscribe. In the meantime, for a thank you of subscribing, I'm going to give away this Galarian Articuno tin from Crown Zenith. I'm also giving away 2 3-pack blisters. At this rate, I think it's going to be Stellar Crown. But let's go with that in mind. And 1 additional prize, making 4 total giveaway prizes. That last one being a mystery prize to 1 lucky winner out there. So 4 total prizes to you, the viewers of V-Rule. Go over to this video here and make sure you leave a comment on that one. That's where I'm going to be pulling those 4 winners from. Let's get into it. Market Monday, Leafeon VMAX over here. Alternate art, secret rare from Evolving Skies. Surprisingly, shooting way up there. All right, we're looking at the last year. Let's see if we can tighten this up to 6 months here. Steady climb, even the last 3 months. Still a pretty steady climb. We're sitting around $230, and that's on the lightly played. Woo-wee. All right, lightly played 230 here. According to TCG Player, 189 for a lightly played recent there, 275 on a near mint. There's a photo. Wonder what that's about. Is it? It looks like it's going to be legit stuff there. 275, 275, 275. It's pretty hot, pretty high. And that median price is going to be pushed up when people are listing lightly played versions of this for almost $300. That's going to boost it up a little bit, but this is a big step down from that Moonbryon, right? And maybe it puts it into a price bracket for some of you. I'm still not there yet, but maybe it does for some of you. Blaziken VMAX from Chilling Rain, similar story here. This lightly played price is showing here, but let's take a look at some near mint. 270, 285, 295. It looks like it's actually a little bit on the decline in the past couple sales over 3 days here, 4 days maybe. But we're looking at a listed market price of 203. That's going to be all the different conditions, bringing it down and everything to think about there. So you got to consider just on the one you would want to go with it. If you're going to be spending this kind of a premium on it, find another language to go with to bring that price down if you're interested in just the art. If you want it to be a specific language and a specific art, then you want to go near mint, in my opinion, on these earlier or more recent modern sets. The earlier stuff, vintage things, you can get a little bit more relaxed and realistic about the fact that it's going to cost you a pretty penny to get near mint out of that, if it even exists. So put that out there, you know, keep it in mind. Gengar and Mimikyu GX. Sorry, I'm going a little fast today. I had too much coffee. I don't know what's going on. Near mint listed at 412. Let's see what a couple prices here. 400, 250. Looks like a steal. Maybe that's not the right same card there. Could be a different Chinese mint. 62 bucks. Another Chinese card, 60 bucks. These are going to be bringing that overall price down. So, which actually, it's kind of taken off a little bit more that people are going into the Chinese card market. I find them interesting for some. I like it on certain promos and everything, but not for the regular cards. I'd rather go English if I can. If it's something I really think is cool and I want a duplicate copy and it's going to be less to get it, I go with the Japanese. I can't even bring myself to go and get that Magikarp over from Paldea Evolved, even though the price is kind of coming down. I know this is a side point, but you're looking at like 35 bucks for a different foreign language. But I'm like, I love the art, but I still would rather have English. I would. I'm sorry. It's just, you know, my problem, I guess, not yours. Glaceon VMAX Evolving Skies. Again, not the top tier Moonbryon or Rayquaza, but we have our Glaceon VMAX here. Solid Pokemon, and you got all these other Pokemon hanging out in here. So I think that helps a lot, but it's been on a pretty steady climb over the last year. If we bring it tight just to 3 months, looks like a nice Nice solid work up there. So these are getting a little bit higher up, a little bit hotter, and it's really just because the financials have shifted. People were going crazy for a bunch of alt arts, got out of reach. They had to find the next level of artworks or cards that they were interested in, and then put their resources, their collection dollars into those. We have a Garbodor and Sylveon GX alternate full art. This is a Sun and Moon Unbroken Bonds. So the alt art status back then was very different. It just looks like a different kind of character rare. We had that on the Gengar too, right? From Team Up. So it's an alt art, but it's not a really high art, I guess is a good way to put it. It's not a whole lot happening. It's not chaotic and crazy and so much happening in the scenery to really bring you in. It's still just the characters and a little bit more simple. So interesting to see the price climbing so quickly on this one here, getting up pretty high up there in the $200 range, $300. Why are you jumping in $100 like that's going to happen? That won't happen. 240, 200. These gaps, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's either impulse or something, or people really think it's not available. Check around. Look at eBay. Look at TCG Player. Find a solution, because some of these ridiculous prices don't make any sense. Speaking of ridiculous prices, Shrouded Fable, early release of a set. This is only a few days old, just a few days old, and we've seen it shoot up from 40 to, what is it, 42? Okay, so it shot up because it's gone up a couple bucks. That's why we have this steep climb here. Can we stretch out a little bit? Yay, there we go. And even still, it's coming back down a little bit. The reality is, this shouldn't be beyond a $40 card. You compare this to the Eevee from Twilight Masquerade, the Eevee's way cooler. It just is. Persian's cool. It has its place, but I don't think this is such a super popular Pokemon that you have to go nuts with that price. So just keep your wits about you there. The Greninja EX, the never-ending price climb. I don't understand this one. Please, somebody explain it to me. Nobody wants to comment on this because it just doesn't make any sense. There's something going on out there. I don't get it. Recent sales. Let's see all the crazy people out there here. 323, 20, 280, 300, 304, 300, 290, 280, 290 with a photo. Okay, one's got a photo. Who's spending $320 and there's no photo to even look at it? Do you know what the centering is going to look like on that card? Like, it's going to be garbage. So good luck with that. Doesn't make any sense. $100 for Carmine. Twilight Masquerade still doing pretty well. I think Stellar Crown's going to bring these things down to earth a little bit here. We're at $70 on the market price for the Perrin. Really don't think that should be on a $50 card. It's a very simple artwork for being an alternative, or in this case, a special illustration rare. Kieran, I think, has a little bit more going on in the artwork. It's very interesting there, but not coming anywhere near those prices. Sitting around that $57 mark. We got a $60, 61, 52 on a couple of recent sales there. Some sealed product here. Pokemon Center ETBs. I pulled out quite a few of these, and actually I was surprised to see how many of them are not going up in value, but you see that they're in stock on the Pokemon Center. Once that happens, that's when things change. Or you have a set like this, Falling Skies, things start really moving up. 156 just past March here, and we're already up to, what, 204. That's TCG Player. eBay, you can see the crazy lines here. People watching for hot sales, they're going too hard at 208 back here when they could have got it at 170 on TCG Player. What's the point of that? Know your options. Know your options and see what you can do. And that's why that market came down, but it also dipped just under, at that time, 177. Versus 184. So again, you got to look around. I look at eBay, I look at TCG Player, and eBay almost always is more expensive. However, once in a while, you find a deal where you're going to be a little bit under that dip and do a little bit better by a couple bucks. Maybe it's just the, make sure it's got free shipping if you're going to do that, or the shipping calculated in is still cheaper. Don't get, blown away by that. For regular ETB here, Evolving Skies, we were doing a pretty steady climb over time here. What are we holding out? TCG Player is 133. eBay is 127. So eBay looks like the better option if you can find it. It's been a little bit steady on the under there for a while. 132 at TCG Player, only just over 100 at 107 for the Pokemon 151 Elite Trainer box. This is Pokemon Center version of the Elite Trainer box. So, and I don't know if the anticipation of that reprint coming around will suppress this price a little bit. These are exclusive. We're not going to see these again on the Pokemon Center. They are sold out. They have the Snorlax with the stamped promo inside. That's a big difference. I think those are sitting around 40, 50 bucks, something like that. Crazy. I have a sealed case of these. I have not done that in a long time, to get a case and then leave it sealed, but I felt it with that one that was going to be one of the sets worthwhile to me, and there's a couple more coming up that I think might be in that same boat for me. But that was really stretching my collection dollars to make that happen, so it's not like I can throw this out on a whim here. Interesting to see, and a little bit surprised to see how Obsidian Flames, for whatever reason, easy to finish, terrible set, pull rates are annoyingly good, you know, like in a way that just doesn't make it fun. I don't know, I think it's fun making hits when you get it, so that's just me. I thought it was kind of needed for the industry for once in a while, so that way kids getting into it, people doing this with their kids, parents doing it with their kids, like, get the excitement of a pull or two here and having a great box once in a while. So I thought it was actually a good and well-deserved set for the community, and we're sitting around $75 to $70 over on eBay for the Pokemon Center ETB. Over here with Paldea Evolve, same version, we're talking $90 on TCG, and it looks like eBay is the way to go on these here. $10 spread on the Scarlet, and then $11 spread for Violet from that Pokemon Center version. Crown Zenith. Now these are getting a lot of, I don't know if it's reprints, but we're seeing it a lot more out there. Costco was doing the ETB with those 2 tins, and then looks like Sam's Club's going to be coming out with their own special thing, 14 packs for the, you know, Dragon and Water, whatever, Surf and Dragon, I don't know what's called. But looks like that's going to be something that we're seeing very soon here. And eBay 103, 117 on these. This was the last time I got a case, but I opened one of them on my own, so I don't have a sealed case. Silver Tempest. Wanted to bring this up because I've been seeing so many ETBs of Silver Tempest just sitting around doing nothing at $30, $32. Kind of ridiculous. And here on TCG Player, take it back a while to March, $74, $75. Bring it over here, $74, $75. Hasn't really moved. Okay, eBay, different story. Same time frame, about $74, and then you come over here and we're at 97. Interesting that the spread is so great on that one. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Speaking of Crown Zenith, as we were earlier, nice jagged line here, and this just kind of tells you that indication of watching where you buy. TCG Player has a pretty steady, slow growth going up, and eBay kind of goes up, shoots under, skyrockets over, up and down, but on the overall, it's a trend upward. This one is showing a picture of the 7-pack. I don't know if that's what this listing is. That was a Black Friday deal at Walmart that came with 7 packs in the pin, where the normal one is 5 packs. There's no pin. So be careful about that. You're seeing one thing, you might be buying another. You got to keep an eye on that one. And I don't know if there's anything premium figure collections. What the heck? Crown Zenith premium figure. Okay, these are weird listings adding up into here. So double check what you're doing and where you're going with that one and how you're going to get it. Paldea Evolved, we've seen a slow climb over time, 135. It was sitting around 130 for a little while there, a couple weeks, and it seems like it's ticking up just a little bit. That Magikarp is taking it over. Silver Tempest, I want to say there's still available on Pokemon Center. Limited time, I'm sure, because it's going to be gone soon. It's the old MSRP, the 140, 141 or something was like that. So 146 on eBay, 165 here. Still a pretty reasonable deal, but I think those God packs that were coming out kind of suppressed it a little bit. That all these hits were coming around and hitting the market, so maybe the sealed stuff isn't doing as well until we see some sellouts happening on PokemonCenter.com there. Fusion Strike going all up overall here, and it still has some availability as far as packs and things available. There's a promo going on over at the Pokemon Center website, World's Championship 2024 card. You have Pikachu, Mew, and it looks like this is Hawaii, where it'll be taking place in the background, so that's pretty cool. Shop new releases. So what's the deal here? Why do you get this thing? New releases. Just release. How do you get this? Yeah, you go ahead and it's not anything in specific. It doesn't add it automatically. That's what it is. There's no minimum spend. It's just adding in Worlds 2024 at checkout. There's a little promo thing, but it's not called promo or redeem anything. It's called Enjoy Pokemon. They list it that way, so it's like hard to find or something. I don't know what the point of that is. But anyways, it just started a couple days ago, August 2nd, and it's going to be going through September 30th or while supplies last. So I actually went off on this one and went ahead with it myself. So I thought, I thought it'd be good to go with some booster packs, and I didn't want to go crazy, but I thought let's get a set that's going to be valuable. I think individual packs are going for like $6 right now in Fusion Strike, so they're $4 here, which is MSRP. fine. So I picked up a few of those to hit my threshold for the free shipping, which is like $20. So somewhere in that neighborhood to get $20, 5 packs or something like that. Maybe it was 6 because it's $3.99. Yeah, probably 6. I don't know, whatever. So I picked up some Fusion Strike to be able to add that promo and get that. So I should be getting that soon. Maybe that'll be in a collection ad that I can showcase it a little bit. You can do a build and battle box for $20, and that's just if you want Fusion Strike. Nobody's buying that. Not till things get desperate and you can't find it anywhere. The set that nobody wanted when it came out, right? But whatever, that's neither here nor there. Paldea Evolved wouldn't be a bad thing to pick up to hit the free shipping and get there. I don't think you can do it with pre-orders like Stellar Crown yet, so something to keep an eye out for that you might want to go after getting that promo there. Cosmic Eclipse, slow climb over the past 6 months here. 863, where we're at now, 900, 910. All right, not that bad. Not that bad for a set that was sitting for a while, not being, amazingly well received. Okay, whatever. Can we do a year? No, it doesn't want me to see that long. I can't see that long. I don't have the finances for it to go back all the way through a year or all time. Cosmic Eclipse has been really climbing though. Absolutely climbing over time. And some of these older Sun and Moon, look at that. Team Up booster box. 2,400 on TCG Player, 1,900 on eBay. I wonder what's the discrepancy there, because that's a huge difference from almost 500. It's $450-ish. Kind of crazy there. Unified Minds, another one, 715, 600 on eBay. And then we have Evolutions. This one I wanted to take a look at, and I don't know, maybe you know what's going on with this one. I've been seeing it as a steady climb for quite a while now. It was sitting around $700 for a long time. Then it started working its way up. Evolving Skies took its big jump up. That pulled Evolutions up a little bit further on X and Y here, and it's just been on the steady climb, getting up to like 840-ish. All right, that's fine. All well and good. Doesn't bother me. What the heck is going on over on eBay? I don't understand this graph bringing it up to 700, 750, and then just plummeting down. These major sell-offs or something in the 400s? What is that? If you're looking at getting a booster box, I guess check out eBay and see if you can find something, but that just sounds like something's up for it to have a $400 spread. I mean, we're talking a $400 spread between the two different sites. Doesn't make sense. TCG Player showing us $41 for this Paldean Fates Premium Collection of Meowscarada. People weren't into these. It was okay. You could get it, the little frame, great. But it wasn't a hot seller. They were quite available for a long time. Still, you could find them on shelves. $41, $42 a while ago. It slipped down a little bit, but here we have eBay again, just being really funky, coming under, dipping low, jumping up, and creeping up a little higher again. I don't know what's going on with these things. It's very, very confusing. Over the past couple months, I guess, through 3 months, we've had a little climb on this, and that's what you see. Inventory goes low, people get burnt out on the set, they move on to the next one, and then you just start seeing things creeping up because the availability does thin out. So that's the way it goes in the market. Keep an eye on it. The best time is when it's first released, but not overspending. Don't go crazy on FOMO with pre-orders. Be realistic. MSRP or less in the early days of it coming out, unless there's something crazy like 2020 happening. There's really no reason to be going crazy on this. And that's another thing about the industry as a whole. The recent set, Shrouded Fable, recently released. A lot of FOMO, people going crazy, and then you see these things going down. Now, I just want to bring this up at the end. This has nothing to do with the market price because these are clearly not going up. They're clearly not around long enough. Why is it that Monkey Dory Illustration Rare is looking like a $20 card at this point, and the Special Illustration Rare is looking like a $40 card at this point, but the artwork is obviously in a whole different realm? This is simple and boring. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is thoughtful and interesting. As far as art goes, this should be the Special Illustration Rare. And that could be practically a full art. Shrouded Fable's a weird one. We'll have to see. I'm not interested in this set at all. I have some sealed stuff I want to keep, but I'm not really interested in opening it. I think the one I'm most interested in is the Kingdra, and it's a promo, readily available. Got a few of them coming, so not worried about it. But as far as illustration rares, that's way cooler, and I've been seeing that with a lot of them. The illustration rare is so much better than the Special Illustration Rare. I hope we're not going to see that as a new trend in the Pokemon TCG. That would be disgusting. Just to be blunt, I guess. Sorry. Giveaway to you. We want to reach 2,500 subscribers. That's right, 2,500 subscribers. We've been on a steady climb, so I do appreciate the support and continuing to do so. Share this out. Send it to family, send it to friends, anybody who's going to be able to like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. Crown Zenith, Galarian Articuno Tin, 2 3-pack blisters of Stellar Crown, and a Pokemon Mystery Prize, totaling 4 prizes. All you have to do is go over to this video here, leave a comment. That's where I'm going to pull the winners from once we reach that 2,500 subscriber mark. I don't want this to take that long, but seems like it's needing a little push. Should I enter into it a 5th prize? Maybe something beyond the 10? Make that the top tier? I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.